Now, I am not trying to like downgrade Make-A-Wish or like talk or like, this is all for entertainment purposes. I think Make-A-Wish is a great company, and for what they do is amazing. This was like, what, 16 years ago, so it's probably way different now than it was back then. So please don't think that I am over here trying to talk shit or bash on an amazing company that does amazing things for kids who are ill and are terminal. For those of you who've had Make-A-Wishes who are still alive, congratulations. We did it, guys. Just hit the subscribe button, like this video, share it with anybody and everybody or whatever. I'm doing my makeup the like ratchet quick way, so if you see me doing everything backwards, just mind your fucking business and just listen to the story. This is not a makeup tutorial, this is a story time. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. My name is Storm. If you don't know me, my name is Storm Stranger. I do story times, wild videos, reviews, just anything I want to post, I just post, whatever. Today I am going to be doing a get ready with me / tell a story. Well, like the title says, you guys are like, what the fuck? Okay, this bitch is probably gonna spill some tea. I actually got 2 different stories for you guys, and this is gonna be the first one. And the second Make-A-Wish story is not gonna be of my story, a story that happened with me there. It wasn't my Make-A-Wish, it was somebody else's. But for this one, I'm gonna be telling you guys about how Make-A-Wish fucked me over big time. Yes, I'm able to sit here and I'm alive today to be able to complain about it because I have every right to complain about it. Make-A-Wishes, if you're not very familiar. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. This third eye up here, this used to be a pimple. My dumbass picked it and now it's a blemish. We are gonna cover it up.
Yes, I know my wig is not on correctly. Leave me the fuck alone.
I'm gonna figure that out. My face is gonna be fixed eventually. If I can talk and do this at the same time. I don't know. I'm not a multitasker. We will fucking see. But anyways, Make-A-Wish. So in order to get a Make-A-Wish, you have to be terminally ill. Basically, you have to be on your deathbed where they are giving you amount of days that you have to live, and those days are supposed to be made the best, right? I'm not gonna do a whole video talking about what I have and why I was terminal or why I got the Make-A-Wish. If you want to see that, there are videos on my channel and on my old channel just talking about what I've been through. I still have more videos I'm going to be posting because I've had 38 surgeries, terminal, and I've also been in a coma, which I'll get into. I'll bring that up in a little bit later on in the story, which had to tie in with the Make-A-Wish. I was born with something called Carnage-Hunneman syndrome, and I am one of the longest living people that I know of with this syndrome, and I am healthy and living a healthy life now. I beat my terminal illness, and I am here today to share my story with you guys. When you're terminal, you get granted a wish. You get to make 3 wishes, and only one gets to come true. Now, you don't get to wish for money, you don't get to wish for cars, you don't get to wish for a house, you don't get to wish for those kind of like things. You can only wish for certain things, and certain people do Make-A-Wishes and certain people don't. Let's say Angelina Jolie doesn't really do Make-A-Wishes. She doesn't go on Make-A-Wish journeys and grant wishes because she's too busy taking care of all her fucking kids from around the world. So your wish will not get granted, and they will tell you, listen, Angelina Jolie does not do Make-A-Wish, so we cannot grant this for you. What is your next wish? Next wish. Okay, I want to be another celebrity, or mostly people like to meet celebrities or go on vacation. But me, I've traveled the world all the way up to when I was 13. Been there, done that. I would love to do it again, but I'm good. I want to meet a fucking celebrity at this time. At this time, I didn't know any celebrities. I'm still a fangirl. I've always been a fangirl, so celebrities are like my fucking Pokemon. I collect them all, and I know them all. Not personally, I wish. But it started very young. So my Make-A-Wish was to meet the Jonas Brothers and to meet Miley Cyrus. And then I couldn't figure out my 3rd wish, so they suggested, oh, you should go on a cruise. And I was like, I've never been on a cruise before. I've been on many planes, I've been on boats, but I've never been on a fucking cruise. So I made those 3 wishes. One was to meet Miley Cyrus. If that one wasn't gonna come true, then the other one was gonna meet the Jonas Brothers. And if that wasn't gonna come true, then I'd go to a tropical island on a nice boat with slides, and I don't know what the fuck, you know, whatever happens on a cruise ship. It's a fun time, right? If you're going to a tropical place. So at the time, they literally tell me, they say, sorry, we can't grant 2 of your wishes. I'm like, okay. Is it the cruise ship? Oh, damn, look at that fucking eyebrow. Do you see what I just did there? Can we not? Hold on. I can't talk and do this at the same time. I'm not a multitasker. I literally am messing up. I might just redo this video when my makeup is on, but we will have to see how it goes. Let me fix this real quick. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I'll get back to the story to remember where I was at. Okay, so when I made my wish, 3 wishes, meet the Jonas Brothers or meet Miley Cyrus, go on a fucking cruise. These fuckers told me, now I don't know about you guys, but have you ever heard of a Disney Channel star not doing a Make-A-Wish? Isn't Disney a part, like they're like with their partners with Make-A-Wish somehow? I mean, come on. I know Miley Cyrus and the Jonas Brothers have done Make-A-Wishes for people in the past time. Yes, I know they have. So that's why I asked. I've always wanted to meet Miley Cyrus. I still have not met her. She's my queen. She's my love. She's one of the reasons why I'm here today is because I listen to her music at my worst time. And same with the Jonas Brothers. So I made this wish and they literally told me, these fuckers. Hold on. Let me wipe my brows real quick before I yell them off. These motherfuckers told me, they said, Miley Cyrus and the Jonas Brothers do not associate with Make-A-Wish, therefore you cannot meet them. Okay, and then I was like, well, I thought they're Disney, right? They're like, oh no, Disney doesn't associate with Make-A-Wish. This is literally what they told me. This is 2005, right? So I'm making my Make-A-Wish. This is the timeline, 2005. I was terminal. I was having all these surgeries. I was in and out of the hospital. I had tubes coming out of every which end. I was breathing through things and machines. It was not fucking fun. And when I made my Make-A-Wish, it took them till 2009 to put me on my Make-A-Wish, which was the cruise. You're probably thinking, well, that's not too bad. You got to go on a cruise at least. Let me draw it out for you real quick. 2006, I was 16. In 2007, I was 17 years old. At that time, I was approached by the doctors, a team of doctors, like a whole fucking squad full of them. And they got into a whole room and they sat me at a table and they said, here's the deal. You have 2 options. You can get this surgery or you cannot get this surgery. If you get this surgery, there are risks of paralyzation, risks of death, and risks of never having to be able to take care of yourself by yourself again. But you'll be alive and you won't be in pain. Second option, if you don't get the surgery, you will die in about 3 or 4 years. So if at 2013, 2012, probably wouldn't make it till then. At 17 years old, I asked how many people have gotten this. They told me I am a guinea pig. I am the first one to be getting this, and if it is a successful procedure, I would be saving thousands and thousands of other kids' lives in the future. And that right there is the one thing that I cared about. I knew that if I got this surgery, I was going to be in a vegetable state, and at that point, I did sign my DNR because if I'm going to be put in a but I don't want to be, if I can't talk and I can't express my emotions the way I'm doing it right now, pull the plug. I don't give a fuck. Let me go off to wherever the fuck I have to go to, but do not let me sit there and let a fucking nurse wipe my ass for the next 50, 60 years of my life. Not fucking happening. So I signed that DNR and I'm not even doing my makeup. I'm just sitting here with a big ass pimple on my forehead. Like, I'm doing my makeup the like ratchet quick way. So if you see me doing everything backwards, just mind your fucking business and just listen to the story. This is not a makeup tutorial. This is a story time. Put on my eyelashes, by the way. I'm all over the place with this fucking video. So in 2007, I was approached and I said, okay, I will have this surgery. When are we scheduling it? And they said the next available appointment for when we can do this would have to be in February. And I'm like, oh, awesome. My birthday's in February. What date are you thinking? And they said February 25th of 2008. And I said, oh, okay, so how long am I gonna be in the hospital after that? And they said, well, we're going to have to put you into an induced coma for a month. So that way you will survive this procedure. Which confused the fuck out of me. I'm like, why do you need to put me in a coma? Ends up that they needed to put me in a coma because if I moved any part of my body, if I even twitched a finger, if I even just sneezed, my back would just break and I would die in an instant. So they had to put me in an induced coma. Oh, I can't put this eyelash on. Could anyone else put eyelashes on with fucking nails? I can't put eyelashes on with nails. You might think I'm getting off track, but there is a conclusion to all of this. Is that the word? I don't know. So when I made this Make-A-Wish, I was 16, and by the time I was 17, I had a couple of months for them to prepare for my surgery. They had to make a 3D model of my spine, which I've done TikToks about. They had to work on that and practice so that way they don't fuck up on me the first time. Coffee break. So my surgery was set for February 25th, 2008, and I was supposed to be in a coma for a month, all the way till the end of March. My birthday is on February 27th of 2008. Therefore, that year I was turning 18, aka an adult. So I, at this point, am not eligible to have a Make-A-Wish. But since I've already signed up at a younger age, and I was still kind of waiting for them to approve me, it took fucking a year or whatever, I got my Make-A-Wish granted. But they waited to grant my Make-A-Wish until after my fucking life-threatening surgery. Aren't you supposed to grant it before that? Before I fucking die? Or almost die? And y'all probably are like, you need to be patient. But when it comes to fucking life and death, there's no such thing as patience. You're given a fucking timeline. I'm about to have this fucking surgery. I haven't been on this cruise. We haven't even started. I haven't even gotten to the fucking story yet. Because this is not where they fucked me up. You're probably thinking this is not a big deal. No, I don't think you understand. My wig itches. I'm getting stressed out. When I get stressed out, my wig itches. I don't know why. But I am so stressed just thinking about this. I gotta cover this pimple because it's actually making me feel...
I don't know what that white spot is, but it looks like a bird shell on me. Let's continue.
I don't know. When I get mad when I'm ugly. So I have this fucking surgery and there's some complications because I've just turned 18. I am now legally an adult, yada yada. I've made a story time on this about how the Jonas Brothers woke me up from a coma. That's what I like to believe because that's the fucking first thing I heard when I woke up. And I'm guessing there was complication with paperwork when it came to waking me up from a coma after I've just been put into it at 17 and now I'm an adult. So like, what the fuck? Anyways, look, my wig cap showing. Hold on. Okay, sorry. Was that showing the whole time? I am such a mess. This wig, I need to glue this wig on because it's not. It's literally not. Okay, my bad. My camera died. I had to change the battery, but we're back. So, Make-A-Wish finally granted me my wish, and that was to go on a cruise to Mexico. I don't know what part of Mexico, don't remember. Didn't really fucking matter. So after my surgery, I was 18. It took about a year for me to recover. And then in June of 2009, I was now 19 years old, and I was now, I think, one of the oldest that's been on a Make-A-Wish. Probably not. I don't know. I'm just saying that out of my ass. But I was 19 years old, and they flew me and my dad out to, they picked us up in the limo, which was really cool. Get onto this limo, and then we go to LA, which I was so psyched about because if you know me, you know I've been obsessed with Hollywood and the Hollywood sign, and I got to see the Hollywood sign in person for the first time, and that was like a huge thing of mine. Honestly, that was the best part of the trip, was just going to LA in itself and just being where all these celebrities that I've fangirled over. Being a fangirl in LA was just, it was amazing. So we get to LA, and then and at this time we have packed. Remember, we're going to Mexico, so we've packed, I packed swimsuits, bikinis, nothing for cold weather because it's fucking hot as fucking Mexico. So I didn't bring any sweatpants, any sweatshirts, maybe like one or two like little cardigans, you know, for the nighttime when it gets cold on the boat or something, but nothing where I could just completely cover up and snuggle up and get warm. Anyways, we are all packed and we end up going to the terminal where the boat is parked, shipped. I don't fucking know. Wherever the boat is, it's parked wherever it is. We end up sitting in line, we get our passports, all that, and then we get on the boat and somebody approaches us. And I don't know if they're a part of Make-A-Wish. I think they were because they only approached us and told us as if we were supposed to know, but they forgot to tell us. They forgot to tell us that this fucking cruise was not going to Mexico, motherfucker. No, we ain't going to Mexico. Nope. Say adios to that fucking option because that's not happening. Now, you know where we're going? We're going to fucking Canada. Let me just say, this part of my makeup tutorial might scare some of you, but you know, you gotta just... Tutorial, it's not tutorial, what the fuck. My makeup routine, you guys are probably gonna be like, oh my god, what are you doing? Oh my god, don't do that. Controversial. Oh my god, you're canceled. Just fucking trust the process, okay? I got the wrong shade of bronzer. It's not even bronzer, it's literally concealer for people of color. And I use a little bit, it's lasted me like for months. I use a little bit right here and a little bit right here. Only a little bit, because Jesus, this shit goes a long way. anyways, let's go back to the story. We get onto this cruise ship and we are being told that we are now going to Canada. And at this time in Canada, it is in the middle of winter. It is cold. We had to go up the coast through to Seattle and other places. Now, occasionally we got to get off the boat and explore for a couple hours and come back, but it was fucking cold and I didn't have any fucking clothes to wear that were warm enough for me to keep warm. I mean, are you kidding me? So I decided, you know what? I don't do well in the cold. My dad, he's an explorer. He's down to just get off the boat and go explore, which kind of freaked me out because if you don't get back to the boat on time, that motherfucker will leave you. They don't give a fuck. They will leave you there. So if I'm on the boat and I'm waiting for my dad and my dad's just running late, I have a full ass panic attack. And this happened every time we stopped off the boat. I would have a full ass panic attack. And if you know me, my panic attacks are not pretty. They're not cute. They're not suitable for anybody. So that's one thing. And this boat was huge, okay? Mind you that there's a lot to do on the boat and I shouldn't be complaining. It's a cruise ship. Oh my God, there's so much to do. Yeah. On the outside of the boat, like the rock climbing, like the slip and slides, like the water park, like the fucking pools and the ocean you can go and see and practically dive in and out of and go lay on the beach. That is what I was prepared for, you fuckers. I wasn't prepared to go and almost hit a fucking iceberg on my way to Canada to go collect some maple syrup for my fucking waffles the next morning. I'm not doing that. I'm sorry. Y'all probably are like mad at me. I'm probably gonna get shit for this because you're probably like, well, you should be grateful, like you and then the. Okay, this is a Make-A-Wish, okay? I'm not blaming the person who granted the wish. I'm not blaming the person who donated their money and their time to make me this wish. I am not. It's not their fucking fault. They're just as innocent as I am in this. They just donated money and helped me go on this trip. They didn't know that this trip was actually going to Canada. They also thought that this shit was going to fucking Mexico. So we get on this boat and I am on this boat. I make some friends. I don't even remember their names. I still have a shirt from one of the girls that I ended up, I think we like swapped clothes at one point. And I remember on this cruise ship, these kids wanted to sneak on alcohol and of course weed. And these kids had a whole ass thing. I mean, like, we're gonna sneak weed from Canada onto the boat, which was like a really big thing because Canada at the time, I think, had legal weed or something. I don't know. Just fact check me on that. I don't know. So yeah, I met these people and it was fun for a little bit, but honestly, the most of the time I was really seasick. I literally gained like 20 pounds just by eating ice cream cones because the ice cream machine was working, but everything else wasn't. And I had to spend time in the kids' playroom, which was like the teen room or something. And that was fun and all, but like all in all, I really didn't want to just sit on a boat and rock back and forth for a fucking week. And it was exhausting. It was exhausting. By the third day on this boat, I wanted to get the fuck off of it and not in Canada. I wanted to be back home. I'd rather have spent time in a nice warm hospital bed with nurses serving me hand and foot. I'm sorry. I'm sounding like a fucking bitch right now. And a lot of you probably were like, oh my god, she's like really like aggressive. Like she needs to calm the fuck down. I mean, you're probably right. I am drinking coffee, which is not... Caffeine calms me down sometimes. Depends on how I feel. Right now, I'm definitely stressed. Anyways, so that, I know that was a long video, but pretty much, yeah, the Make-A-Wish sent me to the wrong location. And I would have been okay with it if I packed for it and I was told ahead of time instead of right before the boat's about to take off to a fucking iceberg land. I'm sorry, like, I'm not going to the North Pole. It's not even close to the North Pole, is it? Canada, North Pole, it's not even close. I'm not educated enough. Yeah, so that's my fucking story. I'm gonna do another story time about Make-A-Wish. Now, I'm not trying to like downgrade Make-A-Wish or like talk shit or like, this is all for entertainment purposes. I'm not even done with my makeup yet. But yeah, this is all for entertainment purposes. But yeah, I am very glad that I got to go on Make-A-Wish. But now I did get a wish made, not by Make-A-Wish. And I will be telling that in my next story. So if you guys wanna see that, please hit the subscribe button, like this video, share it with anybody and everybody or whatever. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry this is like a long ass video. I'm Storm Stranger. I post videos whenever the fuck I feel like posting them. Try to figure out that schedule, guys. Okay, bye.